All right, welcome. So, you want to become a licensed barber in the beautiful Sunshine State, right? Well, forget all that boring legal stuff. Today, we're going to break down the official rules into a guide that actually makes sense. Ready? Let's jump right in. I want you to think of getting your barber's license not as a bunch of paperwork, but more like a quest. Seriously, it's a journey with clear levels, a few challenges, and some awesome rewards at the end. It's totally doable, and I'm here to show you the map. Okay, so let's get into the main quest. This is the route that most aspiring barbers in Florida are going to take. It's that classic story, you start as an apprentice, you train up, and then you become a certified pro. It's all laid out right in the state's official rules. So, this main quest, it really just boils down to 4 key steps. First up, you got to complete your training hours. You can think of this as, grinding for experience points in a game. Then comes the big boss battle, the state board exam. Once you beat that, you pay the final fee. That's kind of like claiming your treasure. And then, boom, just like that. License unlocked. You are officially ready to practice barbering in Florida.
But hang on, what if you're not exactly a new player? What if you're already an experienced barber, maybe coming from another state or a country? Well, don't worry, you are not starting the game all over again. Florida's got some side quests just for people like you. Let's check out these other routes. This whole idea is officially called licensure by endorsement, and honestly, it's a real game changer for barbers who already have experience. Florida totally recognizes the hard work you've already put in. You're not starting from level 1, you're just loading your existing character onto a new system. It's a super efficient way to get you up and running quickly. And here's the key difference you got to know. If you're coming in from another U.S. state, the process is pretty straightforward. Just show them your current active license. But if you're coming from another country, the Barber's Board is going to take a closer look. They need to make sure your training and qualifications are basically the same as, or maybe even better than, what's required right here in Florida. Okay, now for a really interesting option. Let's say you don't want to be a jack of all trades. Maybe you want to specialize, Think of this restricted license like picking a specific character class in a game. Like a specialist who's amazing at a few key skills instead of being okay at all of them. So what exactly is a restricted license? Well, it's a license that basically says you're a total pro, but only in certain areas. For instance, maybe you just want to focus on cutting and styling, and you're not interested in shaves or chemical treatments. This license lets you do exactly that, legally and professionally. Okay, check this out, because this is how you qualify. You've got 2 main options, Path A or Path B. So Path A, that's for the newcomers. You'll take a special restricted barber course right here in Florida. Path B is more for the veterans, right? You can use a previous license you held as your ticket in. But, and listen up, because this is super important, no matter which path you're on, you also have to hit those 2 conditions at the bottom. We're talking a squeaky clean record for the last 5 years, and you've got to pass a written test on Florida's specific barbering laws and rules. You have to do both. All right, this next part is a big one, so listen closely. You've finished all your school hours, you've applied to take the exam, but now you're in that waiting period. The good news? You don't have to just sit on your hands. Welcome to training mode. That's right, the law actually lets you start working and earning money while you're waiting for those exam results to come in. But, and this is a huge but, you have to be supervised by a licensed barber in a licensed barbershop. You can't just go out on your own just yet. Now, you really need to pay attention to this timeline. It's crucial. Basically, you get 2 shots at this. So, after you take your first exam, you can totally work while you're waiting for your results. Now, if you happen to fail, no big deal, you can sign up for the next one and keep on working. But, and this is the kicker, if you fail that second attempt, that's it. It's game over. The law is super clear. Your permission to practice stops right then and there until you officially pass the exam and get that license in your hand.
So, you did it, you passed the exam, you paid the fee. Congratulations, you are officially a licensed barber. Now, the state makes it official by, well, saving your progress. They create a permanent record of your brand new professional status. This official file is kept by the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. Think of it as the central database that makes the whole thing legit. It's there to protect both you and the public. So, what's actually in this file? You can think of it like your official player's stats card. It's got your name, where you work, where you live, and most importantly, your unique license number and the date it was issued. This is basically your professional identity inside the state's system.
Every single barber gets a unique number, something that looks like this. It's your official tag in the world of Florida barbering. You'll use this number on applications, on renewals, and it's what clients and shop owners can use to check and see that you are a legitimate, licensed pro. And that's it. You've made it. You've officially completed the tutorial on how to get your Florida barber's license. We've gone over the main quest for new barbers, the side quests for experienced pros transferring from somewhere else, and even that specialized class with the restricted license. Look, it might seem like a lot of information, but as you can see, the whole journey is just broken down into clear, manageable steps. It's not some big mystery. It's a quest with a map, and now you've got that map right in your hands. So, the only question left is, what about you? Whether it's signing up for school, hitting the books to study for the exam, or applying for that endorsement, what's the very first step you're going to take on your barbering quest?